July 31st of 2009, there were 3 people from the United States that went hiking on a mountain in Iraq. There was 3 from the U.S. There was Shannon Berry, Joshua Footall, and they were 28. One worked for a newspaper, and the other was there sightseeing. Plus, there was one more woman. Her name was Sarah Herad, and she was 32. She was a teacher for English in Iraq. So, the border between Iraq and Iran, apparently they crossed. They accidentally touched Iran property and their land. And they were hiking in Iraq just fine, and there was a man that said, motioned for them to come here. And he said, "This is Iran soil. You are now trespassing." And they said, "We don't see a border." And they were arrested. So they were arrested for trespassing because they touched that area. And they accused them of being spies. Many different people said, this is a violation of their rights. This can't be. They've had to stay for a long time. There was a prison that they were in, was like that famous prison, Evin, E-V-I-N, just horrible conditions. And later, September 20th of 2010, almost a year later, the woman was allowed to go free back to the United States because she had health issues. So she had to pay a $500,000 bail. If she doesn't show back up for court, then the country of Iran would get that $500,000. We don't know who paid the $500,000. It went through another country, an Oman, O-M-A-N. Iran and the U.S. do not get along well, so therefore it went through another country. There's many things in the Middle East that just are kind of off, not a normal day. In February, they sent for the woman, told her that she needed to come back for court. She said, "I'm not coming back to court." She sent the paperwork, and they said, "Well, if she doesn't show up, we're going to go ahead with court anyway. We're not going to keep postponing it." So they were going to do it in absentee. So that meant they'll convict her guilty or whatever anyway. The lawyer was Muhammad Shafii, S-H-A-F-I-I. And he was supposed to meet with the gentleman on Saturday, the day before, to get ready for court. And the court said, no, they turned him down. And they said, Sunday, you can meet with him for a few hours to discuss it with them. And then the next day happened, Sunday came, and he was not allowed to meet with his clients. So I said, okay. So they went into court and sat next to his clients, and after court they wanted to discuss some things, and they were not allowed to. They were separated. The court refused to let them speak. And the man went on, submitted the paperwork, and, said he wasn't guilty. The lawyer read the woman's paper that was sent, the legal documents that were sent, and they said, well, we're going to postpone court for another time. I don't know when, but, maybe we can do it another time. Switzerland also tried to help the United States and try to kind of mediate between the two countries. Thought maybe they could get some success. The lawyer said they didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing set up. There's no line. There was no posts. There was no indication of any kind that there was a border. So they had no idea that they were on Iranian soil. They tried to, analyze everything, and, we don't know if they're going to be guilty or what exactly is going to happen. There was another spy that was waiting for a trial and ended up dying in the jail. So it's kind of scary, but I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see, and I'll let you know.